Hey, thanks for joining Uncle Mike for this edition of the Dow Directions, a technical analysis of the Dow. Well, you can see we've had the T8 almost go flat here. It has turned. The pluses, we are holding the 20 EMA at 76.41, the 50 EMA at 76.77, which is also the 61.8 retracement line. So that's the good news. The bad news is obviously we're putting in a top here. Now one would assume there's going to be some sort of retracement after where we've been from last week. This is only normal. What we want is that these averages and this retracement line to hold. That will be the positive. And we have the 200-day moving average now at 91.21. Now let's take a look at a couple of our items. First, let's look at the Chande chart checkup. The overall price bias now is sideways. We've gotten rid of that upwards, downwards. At least we've had a couple upwards though. But right now it is sideways for the short term. For the short term, prices are stalling, and intermediate term they're ranging. The projected upper bound is 83.11 and the projected lower bound is 72.42. Next we'll look at the profile. The Dow was down 191 points today, and volume was 32% below average. And the Bollinger Bands now are only 1% wider than normal. For the technical outlook for the Dow, the short term is overbought, intermediate term is bullish, and long term is bearish. So a confusing scenario. Alright, the Dow is currently 16.6 below its 200 period moving average, which is still in an uptrend. I know visually it looks down. Mathematically, that is in an uptrend. The volatility is extremely low compared to the average volatility of the last 10 periods. And most of it has to do with volume has been below average. We're going into earnings season starting tonight. So the last couple days anyway, I'm sure that the volume was low, and everybody's waiting to see how this earnings season will start off. There is a good possibility there will be increased volatility along with sharp price corrections up and down in the coming weeks because of the earnings season. The forecasting oscillators are currently bullish and have had the outlook for the last 13 periods. And you can see we have, of course, had a nice uptrend, especially from about this area here on the day that we had this huge upward movement. And we've been basically been consolidating since then. So that's our outlook for the Dow directions for this evening. Uncle Mike will see you tomorrow evening with another update. So don't be surprised if we consolidate and drop down a bit, which would only be normal, and at least hold the 74-7500 level. That's going to be key right in here. Even if we drop below the 61.8 and the moving averages, we just need really to hold them over the a few days, and then of course everybody wants to have it move upwards. Thanks again, and I will see you tomorrow evening.